It's time for Vienna Eagle basketball right here on WIBH Net 3. This Vienna Eagle basketball broadcast is brought to you in part by Southern Trust Bank, Goddard Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Russ Kruger, Golson Financial Services, Trevelyan Brothers Construction, Lawrence Bean Insurance Agency, Bailey Monument Company, Rusty's Home Centers, H&R Block of Anna, Trevelyan Farms, Vienna Automotive Center, and Fowler Heating and Cooling. Let's head out to the gym for Vienna Eagle basketball. Here's the voice of the Eagles, Ron Ellis.
It helps if I turn this up. And hello everybody, I'm Ron Ellis, Jamie Curley alongside, and we have semifinal basketball here tonight for the Harrisburg Regional. The game that just finished, Carterville defeated El Dorado by the score of 58-48 to advance to Friday night's championship game. And the winner of the Vienna Eagles, Carmi Bulldogs, will join them on Friday night at 7:30 right here on Harrisburg Gymnasium in the Davenport Gym. And Jamie, to say that there's a lot of expectations for both of these teams tonight would be a gross understatement.
Absolutely. So, and my memories in this gym aren't very good, Ron, so I'd really like new memories to erase those old memories. So,
well, here's something that's interesting, and David Hill asked me to check into this, and he was quite interested to find out that this is a very difficult regional. I mean, you got four very good teams in it. Carterville comes into this game. They were 23-6. Carterville was 24-6. El Dorado was 19-9. With the win, Carterville improves to 25-6. Vienna obviously 28-3. Everybody from Viennaville knows that one. Carmi's 26-5. So the question David Hill asked me, how many regionals in the state of Illinois have two teams that have 25 wins or more playing each other in the semifinals of their respective regionals? So I started looking for this a couple days ago, and I looked at 1A, 2A, and 3A. I didn't check out 4A because we don't have any 4A schools anywhere in our region, and there's only a handful of them in the Metro East area. Literally 2 or 3, that's it. So the interesting thing was the answer from Bloomington South was 1. This one here tonight. There was no other semifinal regional game where both teams playing have more than 25 wins. We have 28, they have 26. So the fact that they're 54-8 is quite astounding.
Yeah. Now,
here's what's really more interesting. We do have some common opponents with them. The notable wins that I wrote down for Carmi, they beat Mount Vernon in a tournament 62-50. Mount Vernon's a very good 3A team. They're the number 1 3A team in Southern Illinois. They beat Mount Carmel 38-30. They played at Anna Jonesboro 55-53. They beat AJ at the El Dorado tournament, and they beat AJ in the regional 60-40. They split with El Dorado. They beat El Dorado 56-27. They lost to El Dorado. Their last loss was 51-44. That was their only loss in conference play. They went 9-1 in the Black Diamond East and won the East. They've won 5 in a row coming into tonight's game. Like I said, their last loss was El Dorado, and we look at some games that they lost. They lost to Heron 77-67. They lost at Benton 64-31. They lost to El Dorado in the El Dorado tournament 49-37. They lost to Carterville in the El Dorado tournament 51-49. They beat El Dorado at El Dorado 51-45. That was El Dorado beat them 51-45. Like I said, that was their last loss five games ago. Vienna comes into this game, and I've kept this all year, but I really didn't look at it until I wanted to know how far back. Vienna's won 9 games in a row, but they have an interesting schedule. They won the first 3 games of the Vienna tournament, then they lost to Massac County. They won 8 games in a row. They lost to Heron in the El Dorado tournament by 6 points. They then won 8 games in a row, lost to Massac County in the Superman Classic, and now they've won 9 in a row. So what's interesting is at the second season, if they have a 16-game win streak, we're state champions in 2A.
I like it.
And it's this is going to be a lot of fun here tonight. Carmi is averaging right at 57 points a game. Vienna's averaging right at 78 points a game. Vienna has 12 steals a game and 20 assists a game. And I was talking to their play-by-play guy from Carmi, and Cole Carter is his name. He's in the rafters up there. We're courtside. I feel like we're ESPN3 with the video streaming over here to our right. And
nice setup we got tonight.
It is. It's a great setup. So we scored 2,408 points on the season. That's averaging 78 points a game, 77.6 actually. And I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, and Vienna is coming in. We're very consistent on the scoring averages this year. Vienna is averaging 22 points in the first quarter, 22 points in the second quarter, 21 points, which really surprised me. I thought we've done better than that because we've really put the hurts on a lot of teams in the third quarter, and we're only scoring on an average 15 points a game in the fourth quarter, but that's skewed because we've had a lot of games this year with the continuous clock and the JV or lower playing in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So the fact that we're averaging 15 points a game in the fourth quarter is really quite amazing. Carmi comes into this game, they're averaging 16 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second, 12 in the third, and 12 in the fourth quarter. They predominantly run 7 people. They have their starting 5, and they may substitute 2. They definitely substitute 1, but they like to pound the ball inside and pound it and pound it and pound it. They have a very big physical team, and against Anna Jonesboro in the first game of the regional, they beat AJ 60-40. They went to the free throw line 26 times in that basketball game. They only hit 17, which is 65%. Because they pound the ball inside, they don't shoot the three-pointers. They've only made about 143 pointers in 31 games.
We've got 2 kids that have done that, Ron.
Yeah, by themselves. Let's see. Get the calculator out here. So 140 divided by 31 is, they're averaging 5 threes a game. But they only shot, that's made. They shot 6. They were 3 of 6 against Anna on Saturday, but they shot 33 times inside the arc. So that's telling you, and most of those shots were in the paint. So they really pounded inside. Now what'll be interesting, and Jamie, you've seen Vienna quite a bit. Is Vienna going to be able to control the tempo? How many games, we talk about this every game. Who controls the tempo of the game? Is it going to be the up and down style that Vienna wants to run? Or will it be the half-court offense, grind it, pound it, that Carmi wants to run?
Yeah, and I really think the defense that we showed in that Goreville game was totally different than a lot of what we had seen all year as far as controlling the tempo. We made Goreville play our speed, which, the faster we play, the better we play. And I don't think Carmi can play our speed. I'm not sure there's too many teams in Southern Illinois that can play our speed. So if we're able to control the tempo, I think Carmi may score their average, but we may score ours. So
Well, the only team that we've had trouble not playing an up-and-down game was Massac County.
Yep.
And there's no way the best we would see them would be in the sectional championship game. I wouldn't care to do that because that'd put us in some nice uncharted waters.
Can we sign it right now?
Exactly.
Okay.
But the Heron, that was an up-and-down game too. And we only lost that one by 6 points. And we missed a couple of critical shots, had a couple of key turnovers toward the end of the game. But I think if we played Heron 10 times, we'd be real close to splitting with them 5-5.
Oh, absolutely.
I genuinely believe that. Well, we're about 10 minutes away from the start of tonight's game. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back for more from the Harrisburg Gymnasium, Davenport Gym, right after these messages.
Life changes, then it changes again. That's why when it comes to your financial goals, the Edward Jones philosophy is you can't predict the unexpected, but you can prepare. Challenges such as job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one could disrupt your family's financial security. Edward Jones financial advisor Russ Kruger can help you prepare for life's ups and downs. Call 618-658-2222 to get your plan in place. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and Johnson counties. Good luck this basketball season. It's nice to see you back on the hardwood. Speaking of hardwood, go to Rusty's for all of your lumber needs for new construction or home repair. Or if you need new doors, new windows, a new roof, or you want a new kitchen, they can do it all at Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and Goreville. Call Rusty's in Anna at 618-833-2101, in Vienna at 618-658-3761, or in Goreville at 618-995-5068. We'll all leave a legacy of memories behind, and your wishes are of the utmost concern. Whether you choose traditional burial, cremation, or mausoleum entombment, let Bailey Monument Company in Vienna assist you with the design of a custom memorial. Since 2012, they have provided a full line of cemetery monuments, markers, mausoleums, cremation memorials, and pet memorials. Bailey Monument Company, 618-658-2311, a proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
Vienna Automotive Center is much more than just tires, brakes, and oil changes. They can also work on your exhaust systems and transmission replacements, digital vehicle inspections, transmission and coolant flushes, and brake system flushes. And talk to them about their induction cleaning service, a great way to improve your vehicle's performance and gas mileage. Vienna Automotive Center, 35 Industrial Drive, Vienna. Call 618-658-1112 for an appointment. Proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
Life packs plenty of surprises. You never know what waits around the next corner, but you can prepare for it. Ask your local Pekin insurance agent about an affordable term or whole life insurance policy. You'll worry less, enjoy your time more, and have a plan for the unexpected. Request a free...
My fits here tonight because Vienna's guards are very good. And when you've got 5 people, doggone, you've got Charlie King. It's like having Ross Hill out on the floor. Only Ross never went inside. He stayed outside. Charlie can go inside, he can go outside, and he's become a very good all-around player this year. And I had a chance to talk with him. We discussed that. And he wanted more playing time, so he worked his tail end off over the summer on his defensive ability, which has really exploded and given him more confidence as an all-around player. It'll be fun seeing what he does because he's just really learning the game. What he does in college depends on where he goes to college if he wants to play basketball. I think he can.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be scared for a second to take a chance on Charlie King at the next level.
Oh, goodness gracious, no. We got 8 minutes on the clock. We're getting ready to do their starting lineups here. They do them differently here than they do during the game. So Carmi White County, their starting lineup will go like this. A 6-foot sophomore, number 2, Gavin Holloman. Also, a 6'6" sophomore, number 5, Mitchell Edwards. A 6'4" senior, number 11, Bryce Connor. A 6-foot senior, number 12, Tyler Gomat. A 6'3" junior, number 14, Landon Drissel. Their head coach is Kevin Wolf, and they are 26-5. And for the Vienna Eagles, our starting lineup will go, very familiar one, at a guard, a 6-foot junior, number 22, Owen Treat. Also at a guard, a 5'9" senior, number 23, Caden Vaughn, a freshman, a forward, a senior, 6'5", number 2, Charlie King. Another forward, a 6'3" junior, number 4, Tommy Holhumner. And the last one is forward, a 6'2", junior, number 10, Dayton Nichols. Head coach is Stephen Dreer. Roger Webb, Chris Watson, and Ross Hill are all assistants. And while we have just a moment, I'd like to say hi to some people that I know are listening. A couple back home. I'd like to say hi to Daryl Ford and Sally Taylor, Owen Treats Nana, and to Coach Dreer's mom down in Florida. I hope you had a nice day on the golf course today. And it was warm here today, but got a little storm this afternoon.
Windy. I'm not sure I would have wanted to play up here today, Ron.
It depends on if the wind was to your back. Me, it would have helped my slice. I would have been hitting into the west. Vienna is going to go from, as you're watching it here, either listening to it or watching it on TV, on YouTube, we're going to go from our left, your left, to our right here at center court. We are literally at center court, and boy, Vienna has a huge crowd here. Vienna's on the other side.
Guard a 6'2", junior number 22, Owen Treat. At guard a 6'1", senior number 23, Keaton Vaughn. At forward a 6'5", senior number 2, Charlie Keating. At forward a 6'3", junior number 4, Tommy Holbuckner. And at the other forward, a 6'2", junior number 10, Dayton Nichols. The Eagles are coached by Stephen Dreer, assisted by Roger Webb, Chris Watson, Ross Hill, and Dawson Hill.
Ron, before we get started, I got a couple shout-outs of my own. I got my twins, Anna and Jackson, are at home, and they told me to make sure the boys win tonight so they get to come Friday night. And then Chesney Golson is also at home recovering from surgery, and she couldn't be here tonight, but she's watching at home too. So hi to Chesney, and I hope you're feeling better, honey.
I'd like to thank helping to make all this happen. She's not even here and helping Landon. We got Landon Webb and Jalen Rademacher is working the video here, the video streaming, and so thanks to them, and Tori was helping Landon do this, whatever he needed to do to get this up and running, and they are a blessing, trust me. All right, folks, here we go. Semi-final action in the Harrisburg Regional. Charlie King tipping it up at center court with Bryce Connor. Rob Reeder throws it up, and Vienna has the ball. Nichols off the ball. Baby! Get off the tip. Nichols lays it up and in. Vienna in a full court press with the basketball's Drissel. Drissel over to Holloman into the front court, working against Vaughn. Man-to-man pressure by the Eagles. Right side over to Edwards. In the right corner, they dump it inside. Down deep to Connor. Puts it up, no good. Treat with the rebound. Treat up to center court to King. King looking over the survey situation to Treat. Treat top of the key. Has trouble with the handle. Gets it over to Vaughn. We played 34 seconds here in this first quarter. King dumps it in to Holhumner. Takes a dribble. He's in trouble. Out on top to Treat. Treat. Long three. Dreams one just a step inside the volleyball line. Drissel gets it over to Holloman. Oh no, Holloman into the front court, over to Gomat. Gomat top of the key to Drissel. Drissel bounces it right side over to Edwards. Edwards back out on top over to Drissel. Drissel comes to the left, takes a couple of dribbles. Stops, pops from three, way off the mark. Long rebound, tapped out over to Drissel. Drissel in the paint, puts it off the glass, doesn't go. Tip up, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds off of the Eagles. 6:42 to go here in quarter number one. Vienna with a 5-0 lead. I'm Ron Ellis. Jamie Curley alongside. Hope you enjoy the broadcast here this evening. They snap the ball, get it in over to Edwards. His long three, off the rim, no good. Treat with another rebound. Treat, baseball pass down to King and throws it over his head. First turnover of the game goes against Vienna. And he was trying to throw it over the top of Edwards at a 6'6", and he's got a long wingspan. They inbound it over to Drissel. Vienna backs off. Drissel brings it up. Token pressure by Nichols. They're trying to force him to his right. That means he wants to go left. They get it over to Connor. Connor into the paint. Kicks it down on the Holloman on the baseline. Shot up. No good. Tip out. Nichols has it. Nichols gets it to Treat. Treat brings it in the front court with 6:15 to go in the first. Out on top over to King. King left side over to Vaughn. Vaughn right side to Treat. Treat to the top of the key. Left side to Vaughn for three. Short. Rebound. Vaughn in the gets it goes over to Treat. Treat on the right side. Looks inside. Nothing there. Skip pass on the left side. And that shot was put by Nichols, I believe. Quick timeout called by Carmi. It's a 35-54. We're going to hang on to it right here. And Jamie, that is exactly what the Eagles wanted to do to start this on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, well, I was really excited to see them come out in that man-to-man and go away from that zone press that they've done most of the season. I just think our tempo is so much better, and it gets the kids geared up early in the game to come out and go man-to-man like that, just like they did against Goreville.
Well, what was neat, I was going to bring that up. You said Goreville. That was where they first time they really used that.
Absolutely. I've seen it all year, and it was fantastic.
And Vienna is much more effective when we run. Hull-Humner, Vaughn, King, Treat, and Nichols comes out of the huddle. The originals 5, Holloman, Edwards, Connor, Gomat, and Drissel. Inbounding the ball to Drissel. Drissel working against Nichols, brings it into the front court. The key here is can Nichols play a full half and not have 3 fouls at halftime?
Absolutely.
They dump it down to Edwards in the low block, and we're going to get a walk, I think. No, a foul on the floor. A foul on the floor.
Going to be on number 4, Tommy Hull-Humner.
Nope.
Oh,
2.
Charlie King.
Number 2, Charlie King, his first personal foul, team first.
They get it out on top to Edwards. His 3, way short. Right over to Gomat, up, no good. Gomat gets it back, no good, and we're going to get another foul on Vienna. That's where their height comes into play. This one on number 10 is Nichols. That's his first, team second. Got the hiccups.
Yeah, Carmi's now over 3 from the 3. Ron, you said they only shot 6 against AJ. They've already shot 3 here, and we're not even 3 minutes into the first half.
First free throw is good. Makes it 7-1. 5:35 to go when they scored their first point. Make a mark of that. 1 free throw to go. They got 2 guys back. That's interesting. Second free throw is also good. And it's a 5-point Eagle lead. Vaughn will bring the ball into the front court. First time he's done that this evening. Vaughn, left side over to Treat. Treat looking inside. Hands it off over to thought about a 3. Into the paint. Kicks it back to Nichols. Nichols passes it to Hull-Humner. On the right side over to Treat. Treat on the wing extended to King. Back to Treat. Drissel's trying to stay with Treat. That'll be a treat. On the right corner to King. King takes a couple of dribbles, brings it out on top to Vaughn. To Hull-Humner. He can shoot the 3-2 to Treat in the paint. Little 8-footer. Got it. Treat has 5, and it's 9-2. Drissel gets it into Holloman. Back to Drissel. They back off into the front court. Kicks it over. The ball's knocked loose. Should have been a jump ball. Drissel has it. Into the paint. Takes it down. Puts it up. Count it. And a charge. It's late.
It was, but Tommy did a great job. He saw that coming, and he just sat there and let that kid come right down on top of him. He was set up before the kid left the floor, so it's technically a charge.
I won't disagree, but it's still late. First turnover on the Bulldogs. And that's on number... That was on number 11, wasn't it?
Offensive foul, Bulldog number 12.
12.
Number 12.
Personal foul.
So that's Gomat's first foul, their first foul. And into the front court with a 9-2 leader, the Eagles. Back, they threw it away. Turnover number 2. Treat tried to whip it back to Vaughn as he was going into the paint. Landon Driscoll will inbound it for the Bulldogs. 4:25 to go in the first quarter. 9-2, Vienna with a lead. Into the backcourt to Driscoll. Driscoll working against Vaughn. Nichols. Oh, what a nice pass into Connor, and Connor buries it with a dunk. That's a great backdoor cut to the hole. Vaughn knocked loose. Vaughn comes up with it over to Treat. Treat, right side to King. Charlie hasn't had a shot yet. He goes right side into the corner, back to Hullhumner. Hullhumner takes it to the rack. Got pushed. Ball into the paint to Nichols. He puts it off the glass. He'll go to the line for two. And this could go against Driscoll or Gomat. If it is, that'll be his first.
Bulldog number 12, Tyler Gomat, his first personal foul. Team number 2.
Nichols to the line to shoot two. And we got lucky right there. Dayton had trouble with the handle. He was close to having a 3-second count on him. 10-4 with the made first free throw. 3:53 to go. He's got to fix his shirt. They're big on that here.
Apparently not on the rolled waistband, which is also a rule.
Second free throw is good. 11-4. They haven't figured that one out because everybody does it. Almost. Driscoll up to Holloman into the front court with the dribble. Not loose. Huebner comes out there with a steal. Over to Treat. Treat backs it up, cross court, pass to King in the left corner for three. King for three, and it's 14 Eagles. Full court pressure by Vienna. Third turnover on the Bulldogs. 3:33 to go, and their
For the Bulldogs, number 21, Trey Dixon.
first substitution for the Bulldogs. Trey Dixon, is 6-foot junior, comes in. Having a seat is Gavin Holloman, the 6-foot sophomore. Vienna inbounds the ball. They get it into Treat. Treat working out on top, directing traffic. Working against Driscoll. Passes it over to Nichols. Top of the key. Back over to Treat. Treat takes a step. Free throw line. Right side to King. King, left elbow. Right elbow, rather. Out to Treat. Treat picks up the dribble to King. King into the paint. Ball knocked to the floor. He's knocked to the floor. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow to Carmi. When he got the ball stripped from him, the best thing that could happen was a jump ball. That changes the possession arrow. It is still a turnover for the Eagles. Dixon gets it in over to Connor. Connor brings it up against Hullhumner. Boy, he's a big boy, 6'4" senior. He looks bigger than that. Sitting here at courtside. Of course, they all look bigger to me. Left side, over to Connor. Connor into the paint, puts it off the glass, short, no good. Treat has the ball knocked away from him. He gets it back. He brings it in the front court, over to Vaughn, to King in the left corner. Back out on top to Treat. Treat on top to Vaughn, and they'll set it up with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. 14-4 Eagles. Vienna really working away from the ball. Treat, long three, off the back of the rim. Straight away from him, taken away by Driscoll. Driscoll working against Nichols, behind the back dribble. Palming the ball, no call. I guess you can do that these days, huh? Out on top, over to Connor. Right side, they get it to Dixon. Dixon back out on top to Driscoll. 2:08 to go in the first. Driscoll into the paint, puts it up. Hullhumner got by with a foul. Hullhumner over to Vaughn. Vaughn in the front court to Treat for three. Treat, 17. All of a sudden with 8 points. Timeout by Carmi. We'll be right back.
Susie and Danny Joe Trevelyan, along with Joel and Judd and the families of Trevelyan Farms in Grantsburg, wish the Vienna boys and girls basketball teams good luck. Congratulations to the seniors for all your dedication and hard work. And good luck not only this season but for the rest of your lives. Once again, good luck to all the Vienna teams from Trevelyan Farms.
Hi, I'm Steve Fowler, owner of Fowler Heating and Cooling. Did you know that we are your true local solar power installer right here in Southern Illinois? Let Fowler Heating and Cooling bring you the power of the sun. Many installations require little or no money out of your pocket, and at Fowler Heating and Cooling, our name goes on everything we do, so you know you're getting the best solar power services in the area. Learn more at FowlerHeatingandCooling.com or call us today at 997-5288.
We're back here at Davenport Gymnasium in Harrisburg, Illinois, where the Vienna Eagles have a 17-4 lead with 1:57 to go in the first quarter of this semifinal regional game in Harrisburg. Dixon inbounds the ball over to Connor. And Jamie, you were saying Connor looked like he may have rolled his ankle just a little bit.
He did on that last possession. We kind of got beat, laid off of him, and he jump stop, rolled his ankle, and tried to make an up and under shot there instead of taking the left-handed layup.
Out on top over to Gomat. They throw it away.
Yep.
Turnover number 4 on the Bulldogs, 3 on the Eagles here in the so far. And Marcano Constante comes in, and Buddy Clay. They came in for Hullhumner and Vaughn.
Yep.
King from the left elbow. Long 3 off the front of the rim. No good. The rebound. Has the ball stripped away from him. They'll stay with the Eagles. Buddy Clay is 6'2" junior. And Marcano Constante, a 6' junior, coming into the game. Holloman came back in for the Bulldogs. Way out on top, over to Treat for 3! Off the back of the rim, no good. Cato tried to chase it down and couldn't. He stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Great hustle there by Cato.
That was Owen's first miss of the game.
Second?
Yep. Okay. I don't remember the first one.
He doesn't either. That's why he's such a good shooter.
That is a solid point right there. If you're going to be a good shooter, you can't let the misses bother you. Long 3 put up by Gomat, no good. Rebound by Nichols over to Cato and almost taken away. That was almost a great steal by Tyler Gomat for the Bulldogs. Treat has it in front of the Carmi bench over to Cato. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter, 17-4. And we're going to get a push from behind. This will go against Bryce Connor. That'll be his first, team third.
Number 11, Bryce Connor, his first personal foul, team number 3.
Owen Treat will inbound it. He looks to get it in. And ball's knocked out of bounds. Now we'll have it right here to our right.
Owen's telling his guys, you got to come to the ball.
And he's right. King into the backcourt to Treat, where nobody is except him. We're under 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. It's been a good quarter for the Eagles. Treat goes on the right side, turns, spins, kicks it back out on top to King to Cato. Cato back to Treat. Treat looks inside, directing traffic. Now he backs it up toward the volleyball line. 40 seconds to go. Vienna may want one shot unless they get a good one. King from 17, got it. That's a good one. 19-4, and Charlie King has now 5 points. Into the front court, Connor has it. On the left side, working against Buddy. Into the paint, puts it off the glass and in. 19-6, gives us time for another shot. Treat comes back and gets the loose ball with 15 seconds to go. Cato has it. Out on top to King. King comes to the right side, down to Clay. Clay turns, spins. Shot was partially blocked, and we're going to get a jump ball. Nice play, and Vienna will get it. Dayton Nichols did a great job right there.
Yep.
Charlie King will inbound the ball under his own goal. Gets it into Treat, tap to King for long deuce. And that's how the first quarter comes to a close. But a good quarter it was for the Vienna Eagles. 19-6 after 8 minutes. We'll be back after these messages.
Are you saving enough to maintain your current lifestyle throughout your retirement years? Is it time to increase your retirement plan contributions? Is your asset allocation consistent with your retirement planning goals? Rodney Golson at Golson Financial Services can help you determine if it would be in your best interest to revisit your retirement planning goals. Call him today at 618-658-7008 or simply stop by the office to arrange a free, no-obligation personal consultation. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Southern Trust Bank in Vienna would like to wish Vienna Eagle Boys Coach Dreer and Vienna Eagle Girls Coach Metcalf good luck this basketball season. Southern Trust Bank is locally owned with branches in Goreville and Marion and an ATM at the Lake of Egypt. With home interest rates at record lows, call them for help lowering your monthly mortgage payment or let them assist you in buying that new house. Or talk to them if you need financing for a new auto or truck. Southern Trust Bank, 618-658-8888.
And we're back here. Chris, got some quick totals there, bud?
Yeah, we had Owen Treat ended up with 8 and 3 and a couple of assists. Dayton ended up with 5. Charlie ended up with 5. So those are pretty much it for that first quarter.
Into the front court. Carmi has the basketball. With it is Drissel. Drissel has it out on top, working against Cato. Drissel goes to the right, bounces it down over to Connor. Connor into the paint, puts it up, and this may be a charge. Oh, they're going to say it's 2. 44, Buddy Clay. He just can't get a break in there. But he leaned into it real hard. Connor did. Connor will go to the line for 2. 7:43 to go in the first half. First free throw is good. 19-7.
Ron Connor's a big, strong kid. It's really a speed mismatch for us having Buddy. Buddy can strength with him, but he can't speed with him. So we really need to lay off of him and try to entice him to shoot the ball instead of taking it to the rack.
We'll see how that plays out. Vaughn to Treat at the free throw line. Left side to Hallhumner. His first shot. Rims out of there. No good. Rebound comes out there to Gomat. Gomat brings the ball into the front court. Right side over to Connor. He shoots the 3. Way short. Treat with the rebound. Gets it over to Vaughn. Vaughn into the front court with the dribble. Slows it up. Left side over to Treat. Treat looks inside, working against Drissel. And the ball stripped away and stolen. 4 turnovers on Vienna now. Into the front court. Gomat take down underneath. Count it and 1. They'll go against Hallhumner probably. Edwards with the basket.
Basket is good by Mitchell Edwards.
It is. That's Hallhumner's first. Mitchell gets the basket, has a chance for
his first personal foul. Team number 4.
a traditional three-point play. And he makes that one. 19-11. Cato with the ball, out on top with it. Hands it off over to Owen. Left side to Vaughn. Vaughn into the left side over to Hallhumner. He almost has it taken away from him. Back to Cato. Cato gets it right side to Hallhumner. They dump it down to Clay. He's being pushed on. Clay turns, spins, fouled. This will go against Gomat. At halftime, SIU leads Northern Iowa 34-23 in the last home game of the year for the Salukis. I was over there at the game the other night when they lost to Bradley 50-48. They had every opportunity in the world to win that sucker and just couldn't pull it off. Buddy Clay's first free throw is good.
Buddy Clay at the line, shooting one more.
Coming back into the game is Trey Dixon. He's going to replace Gomat. Gomat with his 2 fouls will sit down. Buddy Clay. Right-hander's free throws up and too strong. Rebound comes out there to Dixon. Dixon hands it off over to Holloman. He hands it off to Drissel. Drissel with a Vienna in a 2-2-1 full court press right side to Holloman. Holloman into the paint, and we're going to get Buddy Clay with a block. Buddy was, if he'd have stood there and held his ground, that might have been a charge, but when he jumped up in the air and tried to turn sideways,
he was trying to get out of the way.
It was all over but the whistle. They get it on the right baseline over to Connor. His three, no good. Treat with the rebound. Treat does a great job of using his body to box out. In the right corner to Tommy. Three. 23-11 as Tommy drains a three. Drissel has it. Brings it up to the double team. Over to Holloman. Into the front court to Dixon. Dixon, skip that. Ball's knocked loose. Into the back court. Drissel goes and gets it. Drissel brings it across the half line again with 5:45 to go in the first half. 23-11 Vienna. They dump it in quick over to Edwards. Edwards puts it up. He's going to be fouled. Treat or Hallhumner? You say Hallhumner, and so does the official. That'll be Hallhumner's second.
Fallen Eagle number 4, Tommy.
And Mitchell Edwards will go back to the free throw line. And this is why they go to the free throw line. 26 free throws. First is good. They just pound the ball inside. Pound it, pound it, pound it. Vienna is already at 16 fouls, just 4 for the Bulldogs. Second free throw is also good.
And in 2 minutes and 19 seconds, Ron Carmi has surpassed their first quarter total of points. So,
yeah, they've got 7 now, don't they? 13 for the Bulldogs, 23 for the Eagles. Oh, what a nice pass out to Hallhumner. He can't hit it from the left corner. Cato almost came up with a foul. They get it over to Drissel. Drissel into the front court to Dixon. Right corner over to Connor. He takes it to the hole off the glass. Too strong. Fight for it. Holloman comes out there with it. Back over to Connor. Shot up. No good. Follow is good. And that's by Edwards, I believe. Edwards, 25, 23, 15. And they just crash the boards. Right side to Treat. Treat dumps it into Buddy. Shot off the glass and in. 25-15. And Buddy now with 3 points. Drissel over to Holloman. Back to Drissel. Over the half line to Dixon. Dixon goes on the right side. Bounces it down on the baseline over to Connor. Connor skip pass to Edwards, and there's a foul on Hallhumner, and that'll be his third.
Yeah, I think
they teach you don't leave your feet on a fake.
Yep.
And that'll put him at the line for a 1-and-1.
That's going to bring Charlie King back into the game.
And the junior will have a seat. 4:36 to go in the first quarter, and this first free throw is good.
Not the guy we want to foul at the end of the game, Ron. He is 4 for 4 so far.
They've got 6 of their 8 points have come. They've only hit 1 basket this quarter. Second free throw is also good. They have not missed a free throw this quarter. Into the front court with the ball is Vaughn. Right side over to Treat. Treat out on top to Cato. Cato to Treat. To King. King takes it. He's pushed. This will be on. Oh my God. He did walk because he got pushed. Goodness gracious. Once again, my opinion. I'll bet you my opinion's right, too. Drissel brings it into the front court. Oh, he tries to, then he stopped, gets it to Dixon. And we're just not effective with this press like we were with it man-to-man. Nope. Taking it to the hole. Way off the mark. Buddy Clay with the rebound. Good defensive position by Vaughn. Treat. And and it's 27-17, and somehow we're able to hold this 10-point lead. Drissel passes. Oh, Treat away. 29-17. That's their 5th turnover. They get it over to Drissel. Drissel bounces it to Holloman. Over the top to Edwards. Edwards to Connor. Connor into the paint. Takes it. Right-handed shot. Rolls in. 29-19. Cato brings it into the front court. Crossover dribble. Right elbow. Out on top over to Treat. Treat with 3:13 to go in the first half. Directing traffic to Vaughn between the circles. Vaughn out by center court. Goes left side to Cato to King. King back to Cato. Cato takes a dribble. Back to King. Top of the key. He's got Connor on him. There's a mismatch there. Not many times do you say King is in a mismatch for height. Treat. working against Drissel. Left side, over to Cato. Cato in the left corner, into the paint, takes it to the rack. Oh, down to Buddy. Block, looked like he got a little foul too. Ball over to Connor. Bruce comes out there with it. Over to King. King to Treat. It was blocked. Skip pass right side to Cato. Cato for 15, no good. Drissel with the rebound. Drissel walks it into the front court. 2:15 to go in the first half. Drissel hands it off over to Holloman. Holloman goes right baseline, puts a shot off the glass, too strong. Buddy Clay with the rebound, over to Treat. Treat looks downfield, nothing there. Brings it in the front court with the dribble. Top of the key, little floater, no good. Treat misses that one. Edwards comes up with the ball. 1:55 to go in the first half. Edwards into the front court, behind the back dribble. Picks up the dribble. He's in trouble. Double team. Gets it to Holloman. Holloman to Dixon. 16-footer. Too strong. Rebound by Vaughn, and Dixon's going to pick up the foul. That'll be their 15th foul for the half.
And at 1:44, we're going to see Dayton for the first time. I think so. We've got Joe Winterroad in for Cato, and we've got Dayton in for...
Also in for the Eagles.
Dayton Nichols comes in. Joe Winterroad.
For Owen.
He is... a 5'8" sophomore. So we got Buddy Clay, Joe Winterroad, Dayton Nichols, Charlie King, and Caden Vaughn. Winterroad out on top to Vaughn. Vaughn. And this will come in handy in the second half. You watch. Over to Vaughn. Out on top to King. 1:25 to go in the first half. King has the ball. Comes to the right side. Working against Connor. Out on top to Winterroad. Left side to Vaughn. Vaughn thought about a three, doesn't take it to King. King into the paint, triple team, fade away, no good. Winterroad with the rebound, takes it to the hole. Clay, and Winterroad to Clay, 31-19. Full court pressure by the Eagles. Dribble, wins Winterroad, bounces it over to Holloman into the front court. Left side, almost taken away. Edwards comes up with it, reverse layup, short, no good. I think Clay got part of it. Clay over to King, 50 seconds to go. King into the front court. Nichols, ball was behind him, and then we're going to have to carry. He carried the ball. That's their 7th turnover. And we had a turnover too. That's 6 on us. 45.5 seconds to go here in the first half. Charlie King looking to inbound the ball. He's looking, still looking. Come on. Out on top. Ball tipped away, and it's going to be Vienna ball at center court. Oh, that's too close.
Carmi's long.
That's going to make real long. It's going to make my hair white. They keep this up.
Hopefully the Eagles are going to take one possession here. Hopefully I said that loud enough for Charlie to hear me.
Vaughn to King. King on the baseline. Puts a little floater up. Rolls over. King with a reverse layup. He'll go to the line for 2 as he's going to be fouled by Edwards. And this will be Edwards' first foul. Charlie King to the free throw line to shoot 2. Carmi seems like they have lived at the line this quarter. They still haven't missed a free throw.
No, they are 7 for 7 this quarter. They've got 3 field goals and 7.
And they were 2 of 2 in the first quarter.
Yep.
Charlie makes this one.
At the line, shooting one more.
33.5 seconds to go. Vienna with a 32-19 lead. And Jacob Waters comes in. Jacob, a 6'1" sophomore. Vienna,
good quality minutes out of Buddy Clay during that second quarter.
And Vienna's playing depth is showing. Second free throw is good, 33-19. Holloman looks to get it in and does to Connor. Back over to Holloman. To Connor. Nice when you have a 6'4" guy bring it up against the press. Connor in the paint, shot off the glass, too strong. Vaughn with the rebound. 20 seconds to go. Vienna with a 14-point lead and the ball. Right side over to Waters. Waters out on top to Vaughn. Left side to Nichols. Nichols looks inside, nothing there. Back out on top to Vaughn. They want one shot. 7 seconds to go. Vaughn, top of the key. Over to Winterroad, to King. King into the paint. On the baseline, fade away at the buzzer. But Vienna comes out of here with a 14-point lead, 33-19 at halftime. We'll total everything up and be back for some stats right after these messages.
already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
This is Mary Kay Harris from your locally owned H&R Block in Anna, Illinois. We're open early and late for your convenience. So whether it's day or night, we're here to help.
Larry and Ned Trevelyan of Trevelyan Brothers Construction would like to wish the Vienna Eagles boys and girls basketball teams good luck this season. Call Trevelyan Brothers Construction for a bid for any residential or commercial construction need. They also can provide landscaping for your residential or commercial projects. Trevelyan Brothers Construction is located at 1915 State Route 146 East, Vienna, Illinois. Give Ned Trevelyan a call to set up a time for a quote at 618-658-4590.
The Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body would like to welcome the Vienna girls and boys back to the hardwood. Goddard's Auto Body provides 24-hour towing, collision repair, brakes and shocks, alignments, oil changes, and can fit your car or truck with a new set of tires. Goddard's Auto Body is located at 865 Old Route 146 Loop. Call them at 618-658-3191 and see what Goddard's Auto Body can do for you. From the Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body, good luck to the Vienna girls and boys this season. Go Eagles! Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and Edward Jones Financial Advisor understands this. That's why Russ Kruger is a proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball. For all of your investment needs, call Russ Kruger at 618-658-2222 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and Goreville wishes all the teams in Union and Johnson counties good luck this basketball season. It's nice to see you back on the hardwood. Speaking of hardwood, go to Rusty's for all of your lumber needs for new construction or home repair. Or if you need new doors, new windows, a new roof, or you want a new kitchen, they can do it all at Rusty's Home Center in Anna, Vienna, and Goreville. Call Rusty's in Anna at 618-833-2101, in Vienna at 618-658-3761, or in Goreville at 618-995-5068.
And we're back here at Davenport Gymnasium in Harrisburg, Illinois, where it's halftime, 33-19. Vienna jumped out to a 7-0 lead before they hit two free throws, and it was 19-6 after one quarter, and then Vienna had a 7-0 run, and then they also had a 10-0 run to take a 19-4 lead. Carmi hit the last basket of the first quarter to trail 19-6, and then they hit 7 of 7 free throws in their second quarter. They only hit 2 field goals in the second quarter, and they've got 7.
No, they had 3 field goals.
Three in each quarter.
Two in the first with 2 free throws for 6 points. They had 3 field goals.
And 5 total.
Yep, 5 total.
Vienna outscored them 14-13 in the second quarter. Vienna has 6 turnovers in the first half to 7 for the Bulldogs. And with Owen Treat, he has, I'm not sure how many points he has.
Okay, I've got your half. I got your totals here for Carmi White County. We've got Mitchell Edwards he had all 9 of his points in the second quarter, and then Bryce Connor had 4, and so he had 8, and then Tyler Gomat had just 2 free throws there in the first. For the Eagles, Charlie King, he had 7 and 1 rebound, and Tommy Hoibner, along with his 3 fouls, had 3 points and 2 assists and a rebound. Dayton Nichols wound up with 5 points and 2 boards. Owen had 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists in the first half. Wow. Carmi doesn't have 6 assists for the game, and he's got 6 in the first half. And then Buddy Clay got some great minutes that pretty much the whole second quarter that he played. He had 7 points and 4 rebounds, 1 of 2 from the line. So the Eagles are 4 of 6 from the line. You'd like to see them get to the free throw line at least as many times as Carmi had, but a pretty good half. The difference was the tempo from the first quarter to the second quarter, and that can all be attributed to going from the man-to-man to that zone that we've come accustomed to seeing in a lot of games because we're significantly better than other teams, and we don't feel like we have to play that man-to-man pressure all the time. But when we played that man-to-man pressure in the first half, it was very reminiscent of the Goreville game a couple weeks ago, where they came down, they turned the ball over, quick possession, and that's why Carmi only scored 6 points in the first half, was because we rushed them a lot.
I can think of off the top of my head, Carmi had 7 turnovers, and at least 3 of them we converted to quick baskets.
Yep.
I don't know if it was 4 or not, but I know for a fact that we had at least 3.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to go back and look at that and see.
And quality shots, honestly, they had probably 60% of their shots were not quality shots. They're going in there full bore, and they're banging it off the backboard, clanking it off the rim. None of their 3-point attempts were anywhere close. I really thought, I love the full court, man-to-man pressure, but against these guys, I would almost pack it in and just let them shoot, because I think they'd shoot themselves way out of the game, and those long threes or long rebounds, and we got up and down the floor pretty well.
Well, that's one of the things Carmi's done is I knew they were going to do that, pound it inside, and boy, have they ever. They take it to the hole with a vengeance.
Absolutely.
And they're looking to get fouled. If they don't make the basket, they expect to get fouled each and every time they've taken it to the hole. And more often, quite a few times they did get to the basket.
They did, but it was a lot of really low percentage. Like, they just weren't going to the hole. They were going to the hole strong, but they weren't going to the hole with any touch.
Because they were looking to get fouled.
They were. And they're good free throw shooters. They haven't missed one yet, so.
Well, foul situation, Tommy Hullhumner has 3. Dayton Nichols has 2. And we'll have to see. I know King has 1. I thought Nichols had 2. They've only got him for 1 up there on the board.
Yeah, Charlie's got 1. Tommy's got 3. I'll be interested to see if Coach puts Tommy back in the starting lineup. I almost feel like he won't to start the second half. Dayton has 1, which is it's a win. 7 days a week. If Dayton is, if he's coming back to the second half with 1 foul, we're in really good shape. Tommy's 3 fouls will affect Tommy taking a charge in the second half. He loves to take those charges, and I think he'll think twice about stepping up there and taking that charge, knowing he's got 3. And then Owen doesn't have 1, Caden doesn't have 1, and Buddy's got 2. So
I think one of the keys in the first half also for Vienna was the ability to play 10 people. And everybody who was a starter had at least 3 minutes off the clock that they actually sat. And that will come into play. Yes, Vienna has good conditioning, but you could see the Carmi players at the end of the second quarter were starting to grab their pants. And when you grab your pants, that means you're getting a little bit tired.
Yep.
That's a telltale sign. We're going to take one more quick little break, and we'll take a 30-second break. I'm going to grab a drink. We'll be right back for the second half after this message.
We'll all leave a legacy of memories behind, and your wishes are of the utmost concern. Whether you choose traditional burial, cremation, or mausoleum entombment, let Bailey Monument Company in Vienna assist you with the design of a custom memorial. Since 2012, they have provided a full line of cemetery monuments, markers, mausoleums, cremation memorials, and pet memorials. Bailey Monument Company, 618-658-2311, a proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
And we're back here at Davenport Gymnasium. I'm Ron Ellis, Jamie Curley alongside. And 53 seconds to go here at halftime. 16 minutes to go. The winner of this game gets the Carterville Lions, the 2 seed in this regional. I had a tough time. I thought it was an injustice, quite frankly, Vienna being a 3 seed with Carterville being a 2 seed. But the best thing for that, it doesn't really matter because what it did was it got us out of the Benton Regional, and it got us out of Massac County in the regional.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's really all that matters.
Yeah,
it just means what color uniform we wear Friday and what bench we're on.
Referees are doing a fantastic job tonight. We got Robbie Reeder and Brett Oxford. So
I'm not sure the third guy over there.
He's made some really good calls. He gave us a charge call and a foul call down here on this end.
But I'm not sure what his name is.
I'm not either.
But I've seen him before.
Yep.
Vienna will have the ball to start the second half. Caden Vaughn, Charlie King right here in front of us, Owen Treat, Tommy Hullhumner, so he's going to play with his 3 fouls, and Dayton Nichols, and their original starting 5. Gavin Holloman, Mitchell Edwards, Bryce Connor, Tyler Gomat, and Landon Driscoll. Treat to King. King takes it between the circles. Right side over to Treat. Treat steps inside the arc, back out on top, over to King. King to Treat to Vaughn. Vaughn working against Holloman. Top the key over to King, into the paint, dumps it down to Nichols. What a pass. Nichols lays it up and in, and it's 35-19, and that was a beautiful pass from King to Nichols. Boy, I tell you what, Nichols is really good at getting those.
Absolutely.
I don't know how he pulls it off, but he seems to always get open. Out on top with it, Holloman, right side.
Well, he turns sideways, Ron, and they can't see him. So.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
Left side, over to Connor. Inside to Gomat, puts a shot up, no good. King, or Treat, tips it to himself. And they throw it away. He steps out of bounds. Almost saved by Gomat. Saved Vienna turnover right there. 7:03 to go in the third quarter. SIU winning their game in the second half against Northern Iowa by 12. Vaughn brings it into the front court. Right side over to Hullhumner. Right wing out on top to Treat. Treat comes to the right. Back to Hullhumner. Into the paint. Oh, what a shot pass to Nichols again. Holy cow. Nichols gets open, and it's 37-19, and Nichols now in double figures with 10.
That's Tommy's third assist. I'm pretty sure all 3 of them were to Dayton.
Nichols out on top to Holloman. Vienna getting a little space here to start the second half. Rich Herron always wanted to hit the first 2 shots, the first one of the game and the first shot in the second half. Vienna's done both of those tonight. Out on top to Driscoll. Driscoll into the paint. Crossover step is good. And Tommy stood up for that charge. Vaughn into the front court to Treat. Treat in front of the Vienna bench. Skip pass, left side over to King, into the corner to Vaughn for 3, off the front of the rim, no good. Long rebound, comes out to Connor, and he throws it away. King on the steal, into the front court to Treat. Treat slows it up, right side to King. King thought about it on the baseline, takes it to the rack, puts it off the glass and in. 39-21. 18-point Eagle lead with 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Holloman brings it across the 10-second line, right side over to Driscoll. Driscoll brings it out on top over to Edwards. Long 3 off the front of the rim, no good. It goes off of bounds off of.
Yep.
Whoa, we got that one. I thought it went off of Nichols.
He got it right. Dayton pulled his hand back just in time.
Okay. King to Vaughn, and Vaughn takes a deep breath and walks it into the front court.
Carmi is now 0 of 4 from the 3.
Well, I hope they stay that way. Hullhumner, left side over to Treat. Touch pass down to Nichols, and guess what? A layup.
Great look.
41-21. Carmi wants a full timeout. 5:14 to go in the third quarter, and Vienna has exploded to a 41-21 lead. We'll be back.
Vienna Automotive Center is much more than just tires, brakes, and oil changes. They can also work on your exhaust systems, engine and transmission replacements, digital vehicle inspections, transmission and coolant flushes, and brake system flushes. And talk to them about their induction cleaning service, a great way to improve your vehicle's performance and gas mileage. Vienna Automotive Center, 35 Industrial Drive, Vienna. Call 618-658-1112 for an appointment. Proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
Your home is your sanctuary and your most valuable asset. Whether you live in a small apartment or a large house, your local Pekin Insurance agent has a homeowners or renters policy to meet your lifestyle and budget with expert claim service if the need arises. Protect your refuge today by requesting a free quote at PekinInsurance.com. In Vienna, contact Chester Lawrence at Lawrence & Bean Insurance Agency at 618-658-9121, and they'll go beyond the expected for you.
We're back here at Davenport Gymnasium. I'm Ron Ellis, Jamie Curley alongside. We hope everyone's enjoying watching the game wherever you're at in the country. It's pretty cool that we can have people all over the place watching. Into the front court. Holloman brings it into the front court. 5:10 to go in the third. Right side over to Connor. Connor out on top over to Gomat. To Holloman. Holloman on the baseline, down to Connor, puts it up, short, no good, long tip out, comes out to Vaughn. And I think that was Holhumner who got a hand on that to tip it out.
That was Owen.
Was it Owen Treat?
Yep. He just always seems to find the ball, Ron.
Holhumner for three, off the front of the rim. Nichols with the rebound. And unable to save it though. Nichols couldn't get it off balance. He tipped it out, and he tipped it out of bounds, but what a great hustle by Dayton Nichols into the back court, over to Holloman. Holloman working against Vaughn, brings it into the front court. Vaughn riding him like a pony, and then strips him, but it gets called for the foul.
That probably should have got the hip check before that.
Number 23, Caden Vaughn, his first.
Just a little hit.
Our third official, our neighborhood resident, Mr. Hill, athletic director, says that's Kent Owens.
Okay.
Official. So.
Well, he should know. Oh, what a pass in the low block over to Holloman.
That'll be Caden Vaughn's first foul.
Second.
Second. Yeah, he just got his first. That's right. That's his second.
Eagle number 23, Caden Vaughn.
So Holloman makes the basket. He'll have his chance for a traditional three-point play, and short. Rebound is loose, and it comes out of there over to Connor, and it's stolen away. Holhumner has it. Holhumner. They get it over to Treat into the front court. Treat goes underneath, kicks it out on top to Holhumner. Touch pass to Vaughn in the right corner. Three way off the mark. Nichols and Driscoll or Gomat are tangled up. Vaughn comes back to steal the ball, gets it to Holhumner. Holhumner, and they throw it away again, going the other way. With the ball, Connor dumps it down over to Gomat. To Edwards, up and in. 41-25, quick 4-0 run by the Bulldogs. 3:53 to go in the third quarter. Vienna with a 16-point lead. Their largest has been 20. King working against Connor to Treat. Treat gets his man up in the air, and a little floater from 8 feet is good, 43-25. Holloman brings it into the front court. Right side to Gomat. Gomat working against Treat. Crossover dribble, kicks it back out on top over to Driscoll. Driscoll into the paint. Little blocked from behind by Holhumner. Treat with the ball into the front court. 3:18 to go to King. Back out on top to Treat. Touch pass to Vaughn. Vaughn on the right side sets it up. Takes a couple of dribbles. Working the offense a little bit. Nobody really moving. Now he gets it to Holhumner. Holhumner bounces it down to King on the baseline, out to Treat on the right wing. Treat double team, gets it over to King. King with 2:53 to go in the third to Nichols. Nichols working against Gomat, over to King. King with Connor on him, back out to Vaughn, and Vienna running a little clock here. They get into Treat. Treat double team. Oh, pass to Nichols, up and in again. What pass? 45-25. Oh, baby, the boy's got eyes in the back of his head.
Ron, I didn't even see him, and I was looking right at him.
Gomat over to Connor. Connor on the wing, cut off by King. Back out on top to Driscoll. Driscoll working against Nichols. 2:22 to go in the third. Driscoll picks up the dribble. They get it down to Connor. Reverse layup, short. King with a rebound. Over to Treat. Treat wants to run into the front court. We're going to get a touch foul by Gomat. He did knock the ball away. And Buddy Clay and Marquero Constante getting ready to come in for the Eagles. 2:13 to go, and Vienna back up to their 20-point lead and the basketball. Holloman comes out. That means Dixon came in. I didn't see him, but I know he's in there somewhere. There he is, out on top. They have only played 6 people here tonight. Vaughn brings the ball into the front court. Into Nichols at the left elbow, and he is fouled by Gomat. and
he can't believe it. He wasn't watching the same play I was watching.
Holloman back in. Oh, that's Gomat's 4th foul.
They might have to play more than that 6th guy.
I hope. They get, touch pass from Vaughn.
That's going to be on Owen, I'm sure. Nope, Buddy Clay.
Buddy Clay got a little push off. He pushed him off and then went up and got the rebound.
Yeah.
That'll be Buddy's 3rd. Wipe the basketball off. Vienna in a man. They go back in the zone. They just looked like they were going to press. They didn't. They get it to Holloman. Holloman between the circles. 1:50 to go in the 3rd. Driscoll, they throw it away. That's their 11th turnover of the game. I made the comment before, if they hit 20 on turnovers, it's going to be tough for them to win. They're at 11 now, and it's a 20-point deficit. Let's go for 30. I'm a greedy one. Treat gets by with a little walk down to Clay. His shot blocked. Rebound by Dixon. Dixon gets it over to Holloman. Holloman to Dixon. He brings it across the half line, right side, over to Connor. Connor for 3, off the back of the rim, and the rebound comes out there to Driscoll, lays it up and in. 45-27. He just went right over the top of Cato. Cato got as high as he could, and Driscoll went about 4 inches higher.
Yeah, it was poorly timed, but if he gets a butt in him, he probably doesn't have to worry about getting out jumped there.
Treat down to Clay. Little hook shot's good.
Great clear out by Buddy.
47-27. As Buddy now with 9.
Yep, and that is Owen's 9th assist of the game.
Wow. Out to Driscoll. And he's got 12 points to go with it. Vaughn got by with a hack. Oh, there's a foul. Treat will pick up this one. That'll be his first.
Eagle number 22, Owen Treat.
He just touched him. Holloman back to the free throw line. 47-27, and guess what? They made a free throw.
They've only missed 1 for the game, Ron.
That was on a traditional three-point play, wasn't it? Caden Vaughn comes out, and second one is good. 47-29. King, Cato, Hallhumner, Treat with the ball, and Clay. The 5 Eagles on the floor. Treat backs it up. Working against Driscoll. Goes on the baseline, kicks it out on top to Cato for 3. Oh, that looked good. Just a little short. Connor into the front court. Bounces it. Treat knocks it away. Connor, a high bounce pass, trying to get it over to Edwards, and Treat came back to knock it out of bounds. They get it to Connor. Out on top to Holloman. Left side, Edwards for 3, way short. Rebound, Driscoll has it, off the glass and in. 47-31. Treat brings it into the front court with 3 seconds to go. In the corner to King. King pops, fade away, rims out, and at the end of 3 quarters, Vienna's up 16, 47-31. We'll be right back after these messages.
Susie and Danny Joe Trevelyan, along with Joel and Judd and the families of Trevelyan Farms in Grantsburg, wish the Vienna boys and girls basketball teams good luck. Congratulations to the seniors for all your dedication and hard work. And good luck not only this season, but for the rest of your lives. Once again, good luck to all the Vienna teams from Trevelyan Farms.
And we're back here at Davenport Gymnasium. 47-31. You got some totals there, bud?
Yeah, we've got Charlie King he's got 9. Tommy is still sitting at the same 3 he had in the first half. Dayton is now with 13. Owen is at 12, and Buddy Clay is at 9. And then, so that's it. We're still waiting on Caden Vaughn.
Vienna outscored Carmi 14-12 in that third quarter to open up a 16-point lead up at over at SIU, just to the west of us. Under 8 minutes to go on the timeout, SIU's up 64-48 over Northern Iowa. Holloman brings the ball into the front court. Their original starting 5. Holloman, Edwards, Connor, Gomat, Drissel. Holloman with the ball. Out on top, over to Edwards. Edwards goes on the left corner to Drissel, and Drissel brings it back. Cato, King, Clay, Holhumner, and Treat for the Eagles. Holloman out on top, over to Gomat. Left side over to Drissel. Let them 3, they hit a 3. Drissel hits the first 3 of the game, and it's 47-34. Cato dumps it down to Clay. Off the glass. Clay as he gives a fist. Number 5, Mitchell Edwards with the foul. That'll be his second. And Buddy with a chance for a traditional 3-point play. Timeout called by Vienna. It's a full. We're going to keep it right here. 49-34. And Jamie, that's just exactly what Vienna needed to come back after that initial basket. And getting Buddy Clay into the mix. He's up to 11 points. He's in double figures.
Yeah, Buddy's had a great game, really utilizing his size inside. He's cleared out a few times for some of his teammates to come off screens and circle all the way to the rim. And then he's gotten some rebounds, and really Owen's hit him several times, just with some great passes. And Owen's sitting at 9 assists. He'll have his double-double pretty soon.
Well, Vienna's up to a 15-point lead, 49-34.
Yeah, we've got...
doesn't look like we're going to hit 70 points unless something changes quickly, but we have done a very good job defensively against them.
Absolutely, yeah. Tommy and Buddy are sitting with 3, and Carmi's got Gomat with 4. He's the only kid in the game with 4 fouls. So,
and he's playing.
And they, like you said, they've only played 6 guys. So,
Buddy Clay to the free throw line. Not sure what you're looking at there.
Yep.
Free throw's good. 50-34. It's a 16-point Vienna lead. Bryce Connor brings the ball into the front court with the dribble. On the left side, left wing, brings it out on top. Dumps it deep down over to Gomat. Puts it up and in. 50-36. Treat brings it into the front court. Owen to the right, all the way to the hole, puts it up, no good, rebound, comes out there to Edwards. Edwards over to Drissel, into the front court. Drissel on the left wing, brings it out between the circles, 6:45 to go in the game. Drissel goes left side, over to Connor. Connor goes baseline, puts it up, count it, and 1 as Buddy Clay will get the foul. He did a good job right there. What Connor did was he jumped backwards into Clay, creating the contact, and got the foul. Buddy will pick up the foul. That'll be his 4th. But that's a very heady move by Bryce Connor, the 6'4 senior for the Bulldogs. Buddy goes out. Cato comes out. Nichols and Vaughn come back in. The free throw is good. And it's 50-39. They're back to within 11. Vaughn brings it into the front court. Picks up the dribble, over to Treat. Treat, top of the key to King. King into the paint. 8-footer, rims out of there. Holloman with the rebound. Over to Edwards. Edwards in the ball tip, comes over to Gomat. Gomat in the paint, dumps it down underneath, over to Edwards, off the glass, no good. Rebound comes out of Nichols, and boy, that was one they wanted real bad because that was a point-blank shot that should have gone in. I'm glad it didn't. That would have been, it's been a long time since they've been underneath 10. Treat.
Gomat just committed his 5th foul. They just didn't see it.
And Connor's going to pick up the foul on the drive by King. See real here real quick. We got to go all the way back. Last time they were under 10 points was 25-17. And Owen Treat with the, I was looking down, I didn't see that one.
Neither did Carmi. They didn't move.
Owen Treat got it off the inbounds pass, and you can hear the buzz in the crowd. Drissel brings it over the half line. Right side, they working around the top of the horn. Left corner, they get it into Gomat. He walks, no call, up and in. 52-41. Took a little shovel with the feet. Nichols elevates, block charge. That's just his second foul of the game with 5:23 to go. I don't think we've said that all year.
Offensive foul, Eagle number 10.
No, he's played a very clean game. Gomat saw him. I mean, he was sitting there waiting for him. So
that's only the second turnover of the half. Oh, Connor with a, and it's 52-43. They're under 10. 5:10 to go in the game. It's getting serious. Treat backs it out. Left side over to Vaughn. Vaughn takes it around the top over to King. King gets clobbered, and this will go against Drissel. That'll be his second. Charlie King will go to the line for 2. We haven't had very many free throws tonight, it doesn't seem like.
Charlie has only shot 2 free throws tonight. And he's only shot two 3-pointers tonight. So this is one of those rare games where the opponent has a guy long enough to guard him on the perimeter that he can't shoot over the top of.
Misses the first free throw. 5 minutes exactly to go in this basketball game. Takes a deep breath. One more dribble. And the free throw, no good. Missed them both. Edwards with the rebound. Edwards over to Drissel. Drissel working against Nichols into the front court. Picks up the dribble. Gets it to Gomat. Back over to Drissel. Drissel out by center court. Almost taken away from him. He walks, and we're going to get a foul on Nichols. Yep. And it'll be a one and one. It is. That's their 17th foul. Nichols third to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Landon Drissel, the 6'3" junior. They trail by 9 at the moment. 4:41 to go in the game. The first free throw is no good, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be off of Carmi. Treat got steamrolled accidentally by Connor, and then Connor helps him up.
Yep.
Vaughn brings it into the front court. 4:35 to go in the game. He goes to the left side. Picks up the dribble. Out on top to Treat. So, the question, they've only had 5 team fouls. Does Vienna run a little clock here? Treat into the paint. Kicks it to King. King brings it out on top. He's held a little bit. No call. Gets it to Treat. 4:12 to go in the game. Treat into the paint. Elevates. Shot up. No good. He'll go to the line for 2. And this will be against Gomat. If it is, he's gone. That's his 5th.
Bulldog number 12, Tyler Gomat, his 5th personal foul.
So Tyler Gomat has 6 points, 5 fouls, and he's the first person to go out of this game in fouls and probably be the only person. I don't think they have anybody with more than 2, do they?
No. Would you believe it if I told you these are Owen's first free throws of the game?
Wow. Well, he's got a boatload of assists to go with his 14 points.
Yep. Sitting at 14 and 9 right now.
One more assist and he'll have double digits there. First is good. It rolled around and fell in. Back to a 10-point lead. I feel much more comfortable with a 10-point or more lead.
Yeah.
I'm sure Coach Dreer does too. 4 minutes and 9 seconds to go in this game. Vienna trying to get to the championship game Friday night. Second free throw is nothing but the bottom of the net, and it's an 11-point Eagle lead. Full court pressure, man-to-man.
Yep.
They get it over to Connor, and nobody's guarding him. Holloman brings it across the half line. Back over to Connor. Connor to Dixon. Right side to Drissel. On top to Holloman. His three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Flying through there with Edwards. He misses the bunny. And King comes out there with it, and he's going to be fouled. This will go against Drissel. Edwards flying through there. And that's where when you're away from the goal, you've got to put a butt on somebody to block them out.
Yep.
We'll make the long walk. Both teams are in the bonus now. Charlie King to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. But it's critical the way they charge the basket to box out. Charlie's first free throw is good. Vienna's hit 3 in a row. 55-43. 3:49 to go in this game. I'm Ron Ellis, Jamie Curley alongside. King's second free throw is, after he takes another dribble, on its way, and it's good. 56-43, and now Charlie's in double figures with 11. He's the third or fourth person in double figures.
Yeah,
his buddy Clay's there too. Yep. Out on top, Connor has it. Connor stripped away from him. Huebner, retreat. Nichols left it up and scores. 58-43 off the turnover. Does that count as an assist?
It does. That's
into
his
the front
10th.
court. Holloman to Drissel over to Connor. Connor drives to the hole. Count it and one as Huebner will pick up the foul.
That'll be Tommy's fourth.
Bryce Connor in the line shooting one more.
Bryce Connor.
Come on, Eagle number 4.
58-45.
Personal foul. Team number 8.
Oh, I'll be glad when the clock quits not running. Free throw is good. 58-46. It seems like it seems to be stopped more than it's moving. 3:08 to go in the game. Vaughn across the half court, working against Holloman. Out on top to Treat. Edwards is on him now. They get into Huebner. Huebner off the glass in. Nice spin move on the block, and it's 60-46 into the front court. Edwards, ball stripped away from him, and Huebner had it tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Vienna. 13 turnovers now on the Bulldogs. Vienna sitting at 8 turnovers. 2:46 to go in the game, and Vienna back up to a 14-point lead after the Bulldogs cut it to 9. Timeout called by Vienna, and we'll keep it right here. 30-second timeout. 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the game, and that's our first timeout. Just one left for the Bulldogs, and that's where we're having a few timeouts in your stable is good when you can't get the ball inbounds.
Yep.
Big crowd here from Vienna this evening.
Yeah, Ron, I've checked the live feed. We've surpassed. Well, we're up right now 332 people watching the game.
Cool.
We've been up over that several times tonight. So, that's
welcome aboard.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you can.
We're glad to have you guys watching, and
I wasn't sure 2 days ago
in the gym too,
if this was going to be the case.
Fans at home have a big thank you to Mr. Ellis. He took care of us getting all the paperwork done with the IHSA so that we could live stream tonight.
Harrisburg is NFHS affiliate, and we had to get special permission from the IHSA to be able to broadcast the video stream anyway. Charlie King with the ball to Treat. Treat with 2:33 to go, and the clock is rolling, almost taken away from him. He is fallen over Landon Drissel, and Drissel says, "You got to be kidding me."
Yeah.
That was an accident right there. And that'll be his fourth.
Personal foul.
Ron, we're one foul away from seeing their 7th player of the game. I don't know that I've been to a high school basketball game in the last 20 years that only played 6 kids.
Well, I saw it on TV. Hoosiers,
I guess. I think they only had 6, didn't they?
Well, they had the manager.
Yeah.
Owen Treat to the free throw line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. 60-46 is the score. And it's good. 61-46. The winner of this game gets the Carterville Lions. We saw Carterville in the 3rd place game at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. Owen's second free throw is nothing but the bottom of the net. Boy, he is such a pure shooter. Connor takes it to the rack, puts it up, rolls off the rim. Treat with the rebound. He's fouled. He gets out of there with it to Hullhumner. Hullhumner down to Nichols. Nichols is clobbered on the ground. This will go against Mitchell Edwards. And that'll be his 3rd.
Mitchell Edwards, his 3rd.
9th team foul.
Team number 9.
And this will be the last 1-and-1 Vienna will shoot. Mr. Nichols to the free throw line to shoot 1. 2:17 to go, and I'm feeling much more comfortable now, Jamie. First free throw is good.
Agent Nichols at the line, shooting 1 more.
63-46, 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Second free throw is also good.
And the Eagles are still in their
18-point lead. It's just token now.
token press now.
Into the front court. Ball stripped away.
Good steal here by
off
Tommy.
the steal. Gets it back from Vaughn. Lays it up and in. 66-46, and that's the game. Down. We got a foul. Nichols gets rolled. I'm not sure how that happened. I just saw him do a somersault. Treat with the foul. That'll be his 2nd. And to the free throw line, Mitchell Edwards. 66-46, 2:02 to go in the game. And we'll be in a regional championship game Friday night. King with the front end, with the rebound off the miss of the front end of a 1-and-1. Easy for me to say. Somehow that ball got to Treat. I'm not sure how it did. Treat with the ball back. 1:50 to go. Treat dumps it down to Nichols, lays it up and in. That puts him at double figures for sure. 68-46 is Treat. They steal it. Treat has it. Down to King. King, reverse layup and in. 15 turnovers, and it's 70-46. There's our 70 number, and a timeout called by Carmi. That's their last timeout. 1:29 to go in the game, and the Vienna Eagles 70-46. We're going to go to Friday night and take on the Carterville Lions. 29-3. With this victory tonight, Jamie, that is the most wins for any Vienna high school basketball team, boys or girls.
Yep.
Vienna's girls had 28 wins, and with this, we go to 29, and that's a lot of records being broken by this basketball team this year.
Absolutely. Personal records too, as well as
records, team records.
Yep.
It's been one of those magical years.
Yeah.
Jacob Waters getting ready to come in. Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson is a 6'5 junior. Number 11, Hunter Webb, a 5'10 sophomore. Joe Winterroad, a 5'8 sophomore. Jacob Waters, a 6'11 sophomore. And number 14 is Jackson Etheridge, a 5'10 sophomore. Drissel over to Connor. Connor working again, takes it to the hole, puts it up. He'll get 2 out of this. And I'm not sure who the foul's on.
Fallen Eagle number 11, Hunter Webb.
Hunter Webb picks up the foul.
Team number 10.
And this is one of those tough situations, Ron, where Carmi's still sitting here with the core of their guys in, and I think they're trying to get them off the floor. But You like to see those guys get a round of applause on their way off the court and let some of those younger guys play.
Especially
in a
the
game
seniors.
like this. Absolutely.
But that's what happens when you don't have a bench.
Yeah.
Second free throw is good, 70-47. Coming in, number 4, Mason Haywood, a 5'9 junior, getting a big hug for Bryce Connor, who's finishing his career at Carmi. Winterode, crossover dribble, on top to Etheridge, to Hunter Webb, to Waters. Waters with 1:03 to go, out on top over to Etheridge. Etheridge to Winterode. Winterode, top of the key. Crossover dribble, bounces it to Etheridge, back to Winterode. 50 seconds to go. Winterode, behind the back dribble, taken away from him, and it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to go off of Vienna, they say. Now, Cade Stockton comes in, and Cade Stockton comes in. Dixon's in there, Trey Dixon. Mason Haywood. Number 3 is Connor Spence, a 5'11 senior. Number 23, I have no idea in the world who 23 is for Carmi. 15-footer off the mark by Stockton. Webb with the rebound over to Etheridge. 25 seconds to go. And we'll see if anybody is going to shoot for the Eagles. Winterode has it, and they're motioning to take it back out. Winterode will shoot a 3, air ball, and it's going to go out of bounds with 13 seconds to go. Vienna's going to advance to the championship game Friday night. That'll be at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 6:45 Friday evening, and that's the end of the game. 47 is the final score here tonight as the Vienna Eagles knock off the Carmi Bulldogs, increase to 23 and 29-3. We'll be right back for the postgame show after these messages.
Hi, I'm Steve Fowler, owner of Fowler Heating and Cooling. Did you know that we are your true local solar power installer right here in Southern Illinois? Let Fowler Heating and Cooling bring you the power of the sun. Many installations require little or no money out of your pocket, and at Fowler Heating and Cooling, our name goes on everything we do, so you know you're getting the best solar power services in the area. Learn more at FowlerHeatingandCooling.com or call us today at 997-5288.
Whether a college education is a distant dream you hold for a newborn child or a financial imperative staring you in the face, it's important to take swift steps to begin meeting this challenge. Next to retirement planning, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense that your family will bear. To learn more about flexible college savings programs, contact Rodney Golson at Golson Financial Services, 618-658-7008. He can help you plan today for tomorrow's college education expenses. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Southern Trust Bank in Vienna would like to wish Vienna Eagle boys coach Dreer and Vienna Eagle girls coach Metcalf good luck this basketball season. Southern Trust Bank is locally owned with branches in Goreville and Marion and an ATM at the Lake of Egypt. With home interest rates at record lows, call them for help lowering your monthly mortgage payment or let them assist you in buying that new house. Or talk to them if you need financing for a new auto or truck. Southern Trust Bank, 618-658-8888.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
This is Mary Kay Harris from your locally owned H&R Block. Every dollar counts, and you can count on us to get every credit and every deduction you deserve, with or without the office visit.
Larry and Ned Trevelyan of Trevelyan Brothers Construction would like to wish the Vienna Eagles boys and girls basketball teams good luck this season. Call Trevelyan Brothers Construction for a bid for any residential or commercial construction need. They also can provide landscaping for your residential or commercial projects. Trevelyan Brothers Construction is located at 1915 State Route 146 East, Vienna, Illinois. Give Ned Trevelyan a call to set up a time for a quote at 618-658-4590.
The Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body would like to welcome the Vienna girls and boys back to the hardwood. Goddard's Auto Body provides 24-hour towing, collision repair, brakes and shocks, alignments, oil changes, and can fit your car or truck with a new set of tires. Goddard's Auto Body is located at 865 Old Route 146 Loop. Call them at 618-658-3191 and see what Goddard's Auto Body can do for you. From the Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body, good luck to the Vienna girls and boys this season. Go Eagles!
Oh, boy. George Serrani just came by to say hi. Said he had to park at Long John Silver's to get here. I got here a little bit, just a couple of minutes after 5 o'clock so I could get everything here and get us a spot, make sure everything was kosher. And I had a spot just outside the gym door here, but I was only here, 2 hours early?
Yeah, I had to park at the opposite end of the school. So they have this. They built a new section in between two old sections, and I had to park on the far side of the old section. So,
is it still I'm not sure what the zip code is over here, but they may have a different zip code on that side of the school.
maybe. So
70-47, Vienna wins. Jamie, we won all 4 quarters. That guarantees a victory.
Most of the time. So Carmi finished. Holloman had 4. Edwards had 13. Connor had 16. Gomont had 6, and then Driscoll had 7. I'll be honest, I think Bryce Connor is one of the best athletes I've seen all year. He did a great job guarding Charlie all night. Really, kind of was able to keep Charlie in check from the outside, which not very many teams have been able to do. Heron did it a little bit with the length that they've got. Massac was able to do it just a little bit, but most of the time Charlie's able to get those shots off from the outside. Tonight he only attempted 2. He was 1 of 2. Our totals for the boys, Charlie wound up with 13, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Tommy had 7 points, 3 assists and a rebound, and it looks like a steal and a block. Dayton was around the ball all night, and I made the joke that he turned sideways. His defender lost him, but honest to God, he might have. He finished with 19, 4 rebounds. At least half of his, were assists due to Owen. Just seeing him when nobody else saw him, and he had a great game. Job got in there and had an assist and a rebound there on some limited minutes. Cato played some good defense for us, had some deflections. Owen was finished with 14, 11 assists, 6 boards, and 2 steals. Coach is going to join us here. Caden had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal, and was really just the floor general all night. He took care of the ball. He distributed the ball well. Really good minutes out of Caden. Stayed out of foul trouble, played good defense. Buddy Clay finished with 12 and 4. Buddy had some really good minutes, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Overall, it looks like the boys were we were 13 of 17 from the line.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I don't think Coach is going to complain about that. If I could say Coach is going to complain about one thing when I hand him this microphone, it's going to be boxing out and rebounds, because that's the only thing that Coach complains about is boxing out and rebounds. So
and there were many lapses we had here this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to pass this off to Coach.
While he's putting his headset on here, congratulate him here in just a moment. Coach, congratulations on a hard-fought victory. What I thought was interesting, we have 4 people in double figures here tonight. Dayton Nichols with 19 points. He was 1 point off of his all-time high here today. But I'll tell you what, he has an uncanny ability to find open space underneath the basket. And he had Holhumner got an assist to him. Treat got many. King had an assist to him. And he is uncanny of getting loose on the inside. I don't know how he pulls that off, but he does a good job of it.
Well, he has an uncanny ability and the discipline to run his role very well. That's exactly what he's supposed to do, and he does it, and it helps. It's the machinery of of our offense there. When they have to come running at people, and we get some penetration, then he rolls hard, and his man's usually a help man. So he is a benefactor on that, but he shoots a high percentage because of the type of shots he gets.
We started the game on a 7-0 run, and then at 9-4 we had a 10-0 run to take a 19-4 lead. We bounced around. We had a 10-point lead right at it most of the first half. They cut it to within. We win at 10 points again at 27-17, and then we maintained that 10-point lead or more up until the fourth quarter, and then they cut it back to within 9 at 43-52, and I was getting a little bit concerned when they got it under 10, but we withheld that, attacked the basket, made 4 straight free throws, and got it back up over 10, and then cushioned it out to where we won by the 70-47 here tonight. But a good solid win, and Carmi was as good as their 26-5 record coming in here.
They're a very talented team, and they do a lot of good things. We were not successful in taking them out of everything offensively that I wanted to. I wanted the two really good big time players they have. I wanted to take one of them away. We could take neither one totally away, so that was a concern. The other thing is the other thing I wasn't happy with was our defense. We kind of got lackadaisical once we got a good lead, and we didn't play with quite the tenacity and intensity. We were not in great position. They set good, I call them whipsaw screens, but they set good screens, a couple of them especially, and they're well schooled. I like their team. I think our advantage was that we're have a little more depth and a little more quickness, and their advantages were rebounding strength and power. So it was a marked contrast of styles, and I told the kids, look, they're a first quarter team. That's been their biggest quarter historically all year. So we did a good job taking that away from them, and I thought that was key, of course, to the victory.
They only missed 4 free throws all night, and at halftime they were 9 of 9 from the free throw line, and I knew they were going to pound it inside, and boy did they ever. They just pound and pound and pound, but that's their mark. They go to the free throw line 20 plus times a game,
right?
And they're not a bad free throw shooting team.
No. The problem with that is twofold. It stops the clock, and it lets them rest. And I didn't want to call. I told him I still had all 5 timeouts with about 4 or 5 minutes to go, and coach said, he's out. You've got 5 left. I said, now I hope I have 5 at the end of the game too, because I want to use that to tire them out, to make their legs a little bit tired. Our style is one of attrition if it's done correctly, and we halfway did it correctly tonight, I thought.
I thought it was a good solid win. It had a lot of people. We had 4 people in double figures here tonight. Buddy Clay coming off the bench got in double figures, and he had a war in there on the inside as he was undersized with the trees, but he still found ways to get that baby hook in there and got some good offensive rebounds and got some putbacks.
Yep. Buddy doesn't worry about you much unless you block it. I mean, he's just going to take his time and make his move, and if you block it, so be it.
He got it blocked a couple of times
Yeah.
down here, and in the second half, he shot more of a hook.
Jamie said he got it blocked a couple of times.
Yep. Well, he went up and under once. That was really a pretty move for a 3-point play once. That was really nice. But Buddy understands footwork, and he does a very good job gobbling up some space. If you step back, he encroaches into that space quickly and does a very good job. Man, I mean, he would be scary if he was 6'5".
Yeah. What the Owen Treat come in here, got a double-double tonight with assists and points. And he had, 14 points and 11 assists. And, that's a good game for him because even though he's not scoring the points with the assist, there's at least, with 11 assists, there's 22 more points right there that we scored.
Well, they try to demoralize you with dunks and block shots, and Owen demoralizes you with passes. he really hurts you because you think you've played great defense, and all of a sudden a guy that they don't even know is there is laying it in.
Well, he hit Dayton twice tonight. I didn't even know Dayton was open. I was
Right.
He has the uncanny ability of seeing the floor very, very, very well.
Yes.
The whole floor. And he makes some he doesn't, and his turnovers, he doesn't have very many turnovers, even though he's making a lot of these passes.
Yeah. Well, we're getting a little more diversity to our offense now, although I wasn't happy with the movement all the time, but we are getting more diversity, and by that I mean we're getting some scores inside as well as outside. We're not relying strictly on the three-pointer anymore.
I think a key to this game, too, at halftime, I had us for 6 turnovers. I had us for finishing the game with 8 turnovers. We had 1 turnover in the third quarter and just 1 turnover in the fourth quarter. And when you're trying to protect the ball, keep the lead, and build on it, and you don't turn the basketball over and give them extra possessions, that is huge.
Right, yeah. It's well, like I said, this was a good challenge for us. I think they had the jitters a little bit. We came out ready to go, and they missed a couple early little chippies that I think they normally would make. But it was a real challenge for us to play a team this big and physical that is actually skilled as well. So I'm proud of them. The 26-game winner that they took down, and
very physically talented team. We're 4 of 9 from the three. That's got to be probably the fewest three-pointers we've attempted all year.
Yeah. Well, they set out to take our threes away, but I also said, look, they're not going to foul, so let's shoot higher percentage shots. Let's try tonight to get it inside a little bit more, and I think that helped us.
Carterville beats El Dorado tonight, so it'll be the Carterville Lions and the Vienna Eagles Friday night at 7 o'clock right here at Davenport Gymnasium. Real quick about the Carterville, a team that we've seen once before. We saw them in the third place game at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament, and you know that Coach Hawkins is going to watch that game film probably 6 or 7 times between now and Friday night.
Yeah.
But, a very, very big basketball game, very physical game, and it's going to come down to how well we can handle their guards.
Yeah, they're very talented too, and they're what I call a space team. They play in space best, and so I think it'll really challenge our defense. We've got to. They don't power post that often, but they can post from a variety of places. I mean, Hawkins, the player Hawkins, is a very good post-up threat, and he's a threat from wherever he is.
He does the same thing Owen does. When you have somebody shorter on him, he'll take them down and post them up on the inside. He can step out and shoot the three. He's good at the free throw line. He can pass the basketball. He's a good all-around player. And you just can't take your eyes off of him or anybody else, because when you get the ball down on the inside, they like to go. They'll take it stronger to the hole too.
Yeah. Well, I thought El Dorado had a good game plan tonight and tried to condense the game a little bit and make Hawkins shoot, tough shots, which he'll do and he'll make. But they tried to do that, and their other guys got in there and they started wheeling and dealing, and they got off balance and took some tough shots at times. But Coach Hawkins is a great coach, and he saw what was going on. He got it calmed down, and got them run their offense well. And then his son just took over.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a big win tonight. Regional championship game Friday night against the Carterville Lions, and it'll be fun to have a conversation with you Friday evening as the Harrisburg Regional Champions.
Well, there'd be nothing I'd like more than that. I promise you, Ron. These kids have worked extremely hard, and I know all the other teams have too. But I would love to see these kids get rewarded that way.
I don't know when the last time we'd have to talk to Coach Hill, but going into this tournament, we had a 9-game win streak, so that puts us at number 10. And it's very rare when you have a 10-game winning streak. We've had a 3-game, 2 8-game winning streaks, and now we have a 10-game winning streak. So it would be fun. It's just us talking here, but it'd be fun to be have a 16-game winning streak.
So I understand the importance of that number. Yeah, and I'm all for that as well. I think, as you know, we're going to try to take it one step at a time. We'll break things down tonight. We'll watch film, and then tomorrow we'll begin to lay out our game plan. We have played them before, but that was a long time ago. They've progressed. We have, I hope, as well, and so there'll be a lot of head scratching and I guess conversation, trying to figure out the best way to play.
This place will be packed. Yep. And can we, the $1 million question, can we hit the 30 win number? Because that's literally what's at stake.
Well, not only that, the kids would tell you the most important thing about the 30 wins is that Brandon McKinney, who's already lost his hair to this season, they shaved him in front of the whole school when we set the school record, but he didn't learn from his mistake, and so now he pledged the rest of his facial hair if we can get 30.
Wow!
So
now a regional championship and a balding.
Yep. So, and he's really worried about that now. He didn't think they had much chance at the second thing at all. He knew they had some kind of chance at the first, but he told me today. He said, I'm not feeling real good about it now.
I hope that comes to pass.
Yep. He's a good sport and a good supporter.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a hard-fought victory here tonight, and we'll see you Friday night.
Well, thank you, guys. Appreciate your support and your commentary.
Thank you. Head coach Steve Dreer, and a big win here tonight at Davenport Gymnasium. And, Jamie, it'll be a lot of fun Friday night. This place will be packed. And
absolutely.
We know.
I hope we don't have I hope we have 400 people watching online, but I hope all those 380 that were watching tonight show up to fill the stands.
Well, I know not all the 380 can, because they're all over the country.
That's right.
So some of them may not make it, but this will be a lot of it'll be a lot of fun. And with the one thing that we do know is we're at center court, baby.
Absolutely. Good job, Ron.
I guess you'll be here Friday night.
I'll be here Friday night.
Bring the kids.
So, yep, they'll be here too. So I think we get this nicer bench maybe.
I'm not
Friday
sure
night.
how that'll work. Les was here from the Southern, and he was kind of grumpy because I kicked him out of the table that we have set up here. So it depends on who gets here first, us or Harrisburg.
You'll get here first.
I'm gonna try.
You'll beat Carterville here. You're 10 miles closer than they are, so you'll beat them here.
But a great victory here tonight. Carterville wins their game. SIU won their game tonight. They beat Northern Iowa, and it's 86-63.
We had some Eagles of old watching from all over the country. So we had Mr. Nichols down around Nashville. We had Derek Trevelyan out in Arizona. Mr. Thompson down in that Nashville area too, and I think we even had Mr. Willis watching over in the Cincinnati region. So we appreciate their support as well.
So here's something that's interesting. So one of the things that we do with the radio station is I cover the Vienna boys and girls, and we have a guy by the name of Brad Palmer. He works at SIU in the radio and TV technology department, and he's been covering Anna's girls and Cobden's boys for us this year. And then Maury, he helps out with Brad when they have conflicts or anything. So Goreville was playing Cobden tonight, and Goreville won 88-51. Tyler Franklin of Cobden scored 32 points tonight and reached 2,000 points even for his career. And he finished 15 points behind his brother, who graduated 2 years ago, and he is the number 3 scorer at Southwest Baptist College. And Tyler is thinking about going down there where they could team up again. But Noah had 2,015 points for his career, and Tyler had 2,000 points even for his career. So congratulations to him. And you talk about a tough situation. They've been nomads for 2 years. They haven't had a gym. And the new gym that's being built, it's being built now as we talk, and it is going to be one of the premier gymnasiums in all of Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
And you'll see a lot of gyms. I've seen the blueprints for this thing and the 3D thing that they put out there, and this is going to be one heck of a gym.
It's a horseshoe, right? Or is it still the horseshoe model? Or did they go with the full bowl?
It's a pole barn inside the building. So it's going to be a pole barn, but it's going to be surrounded by the brick wall. They're going to have a lobby area that you're going to be able to walk into, and it's going to be set up like they have at SIU Arena with all the history and everything, and on pictures around the cafeteria area. And then they're going to have you're going to have seating that you're going to be able to sit right there in the end zone. So you'll be able to watch the game. They're going to have 2 monster scoreboards that's going to have the players' numbers and everything and all the fouls and that. They're going to have a weight room that's in the middle, and the scorer's bench, the bench that they have at the center court, is going to have a space directly for radio and for 2 people. And Coach Wendell Wheeler, was instrumental in helping to get that put up. So it's going to be cool. And it's going to be beautiful. It'll seat 1,112 people when it's not bad for a Class A school.
Yeah, and the SEC, it'll be probably the biggest gym in the SEC.
It'll be the biggest gym in the SEC by far. Now, they're going to have much of a team next year, but everybody who's...
If you build it, they will come.
And that's, you hope. You never know. Yeah. We had Mr. Funes, he's a John A. Logan now this year. He was the 7-footer. He came down from Carbondale because Carbondale didn't think he could play, and he did very well at Cobden. So
absolutely.
That's a little bit there. Congratulations to Tyler Franklin hitting 2,000 points. That's very rare to get 2,000 points in a career, and especially when he lost a half a year with the COVID mess.
Yeah.
So
he would have passed his brother had he not lost 12 games.
Easily.
So. Yeah, well, I mean, you sit here and look. Harrisburg's never had a boy score 2,000 points. They've only had one girl score 2,000 points, and here both Franklin boys scored 2,000 points. So congratulations to Mom and Dad and the boys on that. That's fantastic.
Well, that's going to wrap everything up here. We've only got the maintenance people left. Thanks for everyone sticking around and listening to the postgame show, and thank you, everyone, for tuning in and listening. I sincerely appreciate, and I'd like to say thanks to Tori Belt and her crew, Landon Webb and Jalen Rademacher.
Yep.
The Rademacher I can say. Jalen, I had to look that up just to make sure.
Yeah.
But congratulations to them for coming up here and helping us out. I'm not sure if it'll be them again Friday night or not, but I'm hoping they do because it makes it a whole lot easier when you have somebody who knows what they're doing. Yep. Running the board over there. So thanks to everyone for tuning in and listening. We'll be on the air at 6:45 Friday evening. There won't be a game before us, so 6:45 airtime, 7 o'clock game time, and hopefully we'll have a monster basketball game and another regional championship for the Vienna Eagle program.
Be the first one since 2007, right?
Yeah. So
we're looking forward to it.
For Jamie Curley alongside, I'm Ron Ellis. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time, Friday evening, final score once again, 70-47 for the good guys, the Vienna Eagles over the Carmi Bulldogs. So long until Friday evening.
That concludes this Vienna Eagles basketball broadcast here on WIBH Net 3. This Eagles basketball broadcast has been brought to you in part by Southern Trust Bank, Goddard Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Russ Kruger, Golson Financial Services, Trevelyan Brothers Construction, Lawrence Bean Insurance Agency, Bailey Monument Company, Rusty's Home Centers, H&R Block of Anna, Trevelyan Farms, Vienna Automotive Center, and Fowler Heating and Cooling. This has been a presentation of WIBH Sports.